Hey everybody, it's at Karrie here, your empowerment astrologer. I'm here with the first official new moon doom and gloom report, and this is basically an astrological breakdown of this month and the new moon that's coming in, so you can prepare yourself for the shit show that's about to happen. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We're about to see in September a lot more violence, a lot more vigilantism. We're going to see a lot more anger. Mars is in Aries, and it will be until January, but Mars goes retrograde this month, which means all of that anger that's going outward is going to start imploding. And then what happens when something implodes? It eventually has to explode. So it's just not a mistake that this is happening in September, and we'll be well on our way to a shit show happening in November for the US elections. But I wanted to give you just a little bit of some things to maybe work with to prepare yourself for, or even kind of a shining light in the midst of all this crap that's happening. So the thing that is coming in that I think is really fascinating and exciting is that our new moon is in the sign of Virgo. Now, if you're a Virgo, if you know a Virgo, if you've got some Virgo in your chart, you know what this energy is. It's the energy of the producer, the person who gets shit done. That's the Virgo, the executioner, the organizer, the detail person, the structure, right? And so even if we have been feeling like we've been held hostage this whole summer, now we get to start to feel like we can actually do something. We can move forward. We can take some part in the action and not just feel like we're held hostage, right? So I brought out one of my favorite books. This is Moonology. Moonology is great because it gives you kind of a breakdown of what you can do with each new moon, like how you can do a new moon ritual, how you can work with this energy to kind of combat the inevitable, which is that it's going to just be a shit show in September and October too, but I'll be back to tell you about that next month. Now, the thing that we want to do with the new moon in Virgo, there are like 5 steps that can kind of help us or work with this, is take inventory. Virgo is the original like Marie Kondo kind of energy. It's when you want to purge things, purify things, get your house in order, organize yourself. You're probably all about like buying a bunch of protractors right now, or like, fixing your house up, or getting your health regime together. That's what Virgo's about. So if you're feeling that, that's what that's about. So take inventory, pay attention to the details. How's your house been running? How's your body been running? How's your relationships been running? Take inventory of like, what's your Achilles heel? What's the thing that's been holding you back that keeps you vulnerable all the time? Take inventory of those things during the new moon in Virgo. You're gonna really need it when the full moon in Virgo comes. So another tip is to be of service. Virgo is not just super detail oriented to be an asshole. They're actually trying to be of service to something greater, something divine, something greater than themselves. So you can do this through volunteerism. And since we're currently in a pandemic, there's no shortage of things to do to volunteer your services to. So get out there, volunteer, work with the firefighters, support them. I'm doing like Reiki for the firefighters. Do you have a healing art that you can do? Do you want to give to Marin's got a bunch of food pantries, or community fridges that are in different places. Find out where the community fridge is. I got one posted on my Facebook page, and give to it. Be of service right now. That's how you can use the new moon in Virgo energy. Another step is to be healthy. I know y'all are already really healthy, right? But be healthy meaning like, what are you eating? What are you putting into your body? I know right now I'm inhaling a lot of smoke. That's what I'm putting into my body. So I'm doing like charcoal cleanses and things like that, just how to be healthier, how to like just come up with an alternative health regime that's kind of like cleansing and purging and getting stuff out, right? Okay, so this is my favorite one. avoid nitpicking. This is going to be hard for all you Virgo folks, or folks who got Virgo in you to, greater degrees than the rest of us. Because Virgo is very critical, and it's because Virgo sees the highest version of you. So it wants you to be better. It wants you to do better. It wants you to reach the highest version of yourself too. So Virgo's like the ultimate life coach. So think of this new moon in Virgo as being your ultimate life coach. So are you being too critical? Are you being too judgmental? Maybe you may not want to nitpick so much on yourself or anybody else. So this is about self-compassion. And that even though you can see the prize, you got your eyes on the prize, you can see the ideal version of the way something should work out, maybe revisit it and say, actually, maybe I don't have to hold on to the way things were supposed to be so much, so that I can embrace the way things are and the possibilities of what they could be. All right. And then the fifth step for the new moon in Virgo is to get organized. Get out your erasers, your pencils, your folders. I love back to school time. That's when I get all my supplies, my trapper keeper. So get all your things together, get organized. Look, especially like we're in fire season, you might have to evacuate. I told you it was a shit show. We're actually going to see a little, even more of that, where, Mars is very close to the Earth right now, so we might be seeing more fires. And then there's an aspect that is like in terms of water. So there might even be floods along with the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to do? So basically, use the new moon in Virgo to help you get through something that is inevitable that you can't do anything about anyway. All right, everybody, have a wonderful month. Bye.